What's up, guys? I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, whether it's your morning, whether it's your afternoon, or whether it's your evening. Today, I wanted to take a little time and give a little more thorough overview of this TS-247 by TwoSun. We unboxed this knife a little over a week ago. I've had some time with it, I've got some thoughts on it, and I just wanted to share it with you guys because I think it's kind of a cool knife that doesn't really fit into my norm. The first thing that I noticed about the knife that's really going to be probably hard to pick up on camera is the milling in this titanium. So you'll notice that I've got milling around the pivot, and then I've got kind of a waved milling down the body of the knife, and then a circular around the pivot, kind of a diamond hatched pattern on the back, and then that smooth lines. I mean, the milling on this knife is just to die for, guys. It's a thumb stud only deployment, has a poon on the blade, a little bit of a trailing point, very thin. It's a thin knife, fits in the hand, in my medium to large size hand, very well. It's got a very generous choil if I want to utilize it to get closer up to the blade. I kind of like the full grip here. I have processed some cardboard with this, broken into some boxes, cut some string, did a little bit of feather sticking just to mess around with it. I don't film that stuff because I kind of do it different places, either in the house or outside, and there are a lot of people that test these knives a lot better than I ever will. But this again is the TwoSun TS, I think it's 267. I don't know if y'all can read that there. I'll have it in the description, but it is a D2 blade. It is very drop shutty, has fantastic detent. One thing that if I could change, that I would change on the knife on several TwoSuns, I like a little bit bigger, grippier thumb stud. These are kind of like those Chris Reeves, kind of smaller, gentlemanly, elegant thumb studs, but they don't quite give you the purchase that I like on a thumb stud. But again, the action of this knife is to die for. It's drop shutty. It is a Framelock. The pocket clip is fantastic. T8 body screws, T8 clip screw, T8 pivot screw. I don't like the billboarding around the pivot where it says TwoSun, I think, and something else, but I really do like the milling around it. So to me, that kind of takes away from the overall look at the knife, but the kind of intense milling takes away from the billboarding. On the blade, you've got the show side is clean, and you've got the maker's mark and the TS model and D2 on the clip side of the blade. But just again, for a EDC knife that can kind of step up to any use that you need, from opening boxes to using it at work to cutting things around a campfire, this knife, I wouldn't baton it, but it would work fine. And I think it feels like an understated, elegant knife. The milling, again, you have to see it and feel it to really appreciate it. But let's do a couple of quick size comparisons, see how big this guy is. It's a medium large size knife. We'll put it up against the Cold Steel 4MAX. Smaller than the 4MAX. Civivi Baby Banter. No surprise there. It's bigger than the Baby Banter. So let's see how it matches up with our Benchmade bug out. Smaller than the bug out. Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Guys, it's a little bit smaller than the Paramilitary 2, probably a 1/4 inch smaller than the Paramilitary 2. So, full size knife. The TwoSun here is, I would say, a full size knife, and you can kind of see that from my medium to large size hand. I would even say Peter over at Therapeutic Edge could get a good grip on this knife. He might have some other thoughts on it. He might think it's too small, and I can understand that because he has got some man hands. In either case, guys, do me a favor and please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Continue to look out for one another. Remember that life is short, but it sure is sweet. Love one another. If you don't agree with somebody, always choose debate over hate. I love you all. Peace.